Welcome back. We just started like a second ago. Okay, just gonna get back to my place. There we go. If blue hearts dot count, just saying, I didn't say this in the previous series, but I fully wrote this code by myself, and I'm not even joking. Like I'm. You must be pretty glad that I'm like this. This stuff is probably been 16 hours plus. It's not being good code. If it's greater than 0, if it's full, if b hearts dot count minus 1 is half, so basically no difference what we had before. Alright, there's actually no difference. Then what we do is we get the sprite interchange thing that we had before. And guess what? We copy and paste it. Actually, I can format this because this should fix up all those things. And what we do is we do want to actually add another heart. So we're going to b hearts dot add, and make sure you do say in a second. So I will tell you what to do in just a quick second. And we want collection hearts, and this is going to be heart number. True, because we are adding a new one, and then we want to go collection hearts, heart number plus 1, and finally heart number. So make sure up here, see these B hearts, make sure that see these R hearts, make sure they're B hearts. Because otherwise it will muck up. Let me tell you it will. So make sure every single one here that you just copied is this. So what we can do is we can go R hearts. And we go, okay, well this one's this. So we got R hearts here. Scroll down here, we can check that we're getting none down here. Good. Just make sure that you double check that because that is very important. Okay. What's next? Full. Yeah, okay. Else if b hearts to count. Do this every time. Dot is half is false, so that. Then we just want to add one. And because we're adding a full, then make sure you turn this to false because we're adding a full heart. And then make sure you put an else if here, else if else if half full is equal to half, if b hearts dot count minus 1 is half. If it is half, then do this. Else if b hearts dot count minus 1, if it isn't half, do something else. Okay. If it is half, then we just obviously do the exact same thing here. And since we're now just adding half, and if it's half, then just fix the half. You don't need to do anything else. Else we are gonna add an extra half. There we go. Then we're going here, right? Yes, so we're going to check do the same thing. Else, we are just going to do this. Okay, if heart add is equal to dot black, or heart add is equal to dot blue, if half full is equal to dot full, then add a full one. That's not a full one, I know, but okay, let's go this down to half one. And we're just gonna go else if half full is equal to half, add that. Okay, we're basically done. Then we can go into the refresh, and then that'll probably be done. So it's the exact same as the red hearts, but just not for black and blue. Alright, yeah, there's no difference. And then what we need is we need count. This is very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will make sure this lines up to if current hearts is greater than 0. Make sure this lines up. We go else if, like that, yeah. If heart to add is equal to dot black, dot blue, it doesn't really matter, or dot black, then else if dot red. Then we find our red ones, which is up here, and we just copy and paste these. I actually did it a bit differently, but this is a lot better. I actually did these cores inside of the full and half. So I'd say, you know, are you full? Are you black? Then do this. Are you blue? Then do this. This makes a little bit more logical sense. You can actually see it, and I'm not calling a function 4 times. I am calling 4 and half 4 times, but I think that's, you know, fair. You can see the difference. They're doing different things instead of just doing the same thing but doing different things for 4 and half. I know that probably makes no sense, but it's fine. And then for the second one, we're just going to say refresh, which is going to be our void, which we're just going to do now. So we're just going to go because don't know what refresh is essentially it's going to be refreshing our hearts, right? But we do want to do refresh if it's not greater than, if it fails this check, right? So regardless of whether or not it fails, every time you add a heart, we do want to refresh it, right? Because if you do it 4 times, you want to be refreshing it every time. Even though it makes little sense, you don't need to refresh it, but it's just nicer, I guess. Yeah, we're going to refresh it anyway. It doesn't even matter. So refresh command, this is very, very short. We also have a very decent size remove command, but that's going to be for another lesson. We're just going to say last done is equal to 0. And then we're going to go for I is equal to 0. I is less than heart list. That's what we want. We want, what's it called? Our image. Our list of images. Output list, that's what we're calling. Output list dot length. So we're getting the length of output list, which is essentially going to be 12 in this instance because we have 12 images. And then we're instantiating through them. Not instantiating through them, but, you know, instancing through them, I guess you could say. Still not particularly good grammar, but who cares? And we're going to go, okay, well, output list dot output list sprite. So output list I dot sprite is equal to no. No, we're not. Okay, we're just going to do collection hearts of 6, which is our empty one. If you wanted to remove ones, what you would do is you would turn them off. What we're doing is we're restarting. So you turn off at the very end. So you would say, okay, go for again, and if it's equal to 6 still, and if I is greater than your max hearts, actually we can add that. Yeah, we'll add that, and that should equal null. And what you would do is you would probably have your background image, right? Output list I dot color is equal to color dot white, which is essentially just normal, right? And there's a reason behind this, because I just thought of this idea. So for, again, so we're essentially through this again, and we're going through all our R hearts, or our red hearts, and we're going I++. I did get in my old script to get all our red hearts first by going through all our hearts in general, or the whole list, and checking within the hearts. This is a lot easier, and we're going, okay, well, output list of last done. So this is going to be 0, just right, is equal to our hearts I dot is equal to main heart. Meaning last done plus or equal to 1. Not plus or equal, but that's just going last done plus plus. Or you're just plussing 1 to it. Okay, so essentially, this last done, the problem is that if we just go, okay, at I, that means that we'll get, maybe it's a red heart 6, but then blue heart 6 will override it, and we don't want that. So last time is just a way for us to, essentially do the same thing, just keep track of a variable as it grows up. It's probably not the best way to do it, but it works really well. And that's why I like to have it there as a public variable, just because that's where some of the problems occur. I had a few problems with it, so I decided to do it, and originally it wasn't, and it doesn't really affect anything, because it shouldn't really. It's kind of hard to hack into Unity games anyway. Okay, and then we go last done plus 1. Then we can go again. Why is this then output dot length? This is just saying I just built if I is greater than max hearts, greater than or equal. So this is right. Wrong way. Greater than or equal to max hearts. If it's greater than max or equal to max hearts, then output list I dot sprite is equal to null, and output list the color is clear. So this should work. Oh, freak. So at heart it should work, and it should be removing the rest of these. Oh no, yeah. But if we move our black, let's say where's our, so we're just going to be moving down on these, and max hearts is only 10. Or when we add a heart, it will obviously remove these. But if we go, okay, now max hearts, now you give me 12, it will add them back. So essentially, I'm going to do a few things. When we start, we want to go refresh, just so we can do stuff. And we also want to have an update, and we go if public int old max hearts is equal to 12. It's just private. We go, okay, if old max hearts does not equal max hearts, we want you to refresh, and then we want you to and then we want to say old max hearts now equal to max hearts. And here, when we wait, when I say old max hearts is equal to max hearts. That way, now, as you see, obviously move them. Now if we equal 12, it'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Even though you may have 11 spaces, as you can see, 12 spaces, this one will never be used, and this one is obviously see-through. I believe see-through just makes it equal to the background color. So what should happen is you see that's black. If we make this red, it's probably make really weird contrast, but obviously it will work, and we see that no, this is equal to black. Okay. Obviously it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we'll just make sure this is equal to black. They probably messed around with that. Oh, the alpha, see? Alpha's 2255 this. Alpha's 0. So that's what happened. Then they kind of made it white, see? So they made it black and did this, which makes it essentially see-through. That's essentially it, and I say essentially way too much. I'll be going over the moving part next episode, which will probably not be done today. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm going to go off to bed. Ciao. See ya. Thanks for watching. That's essentially it. It's pretty cool. So I haven't shown the other stuff. You know, you can obviously add black hearts. Obviously it doesn't work. We can add half a blue heart, switch red, add half black heart. It obviously works perfectly. Red hearts will obviously be always added at the front. There's no reason that they shouldn't. If they are, obviously, you know, we've limited to how many of those things it can exist. If the black hearts, if the red hearts, okay, I'm going to give you a quick tip to why you're having problems. If you're having problems with the red hearts not showing up afterwards, it's actually, you've messed up this. Make sure all these B hearts are equal to B hearts, not R hearts, because that's your problem. Is if you're equal to the R hearts, you're checking whether or not you're R hearts, and thus what you're doing is actually, and this will happen the same up here, is that you're actually adding, even you're adding a blue heart, you're giving it the image of a red heart, right? Because you're checking for red hearts. That maybe sounds a bit, that doesn't make sense. It's how it works. I had that problem for ages till I wrote through my code. So make sure you read through your code, make sure you understand this code. I really hate this giving it to you, because you probably won't understand this, and it means it's kind of maybe just fly over your head, and that's going to, I don't know, I think that's not particularly always good, but I think I don't really have too much choice. Thanks for watching. I waved, like you can see me. See you next time.